A couple of days ago, rumors broke out that things were changing with the US Bank Altitude Reserve card. And then a day later, the rumors were then confirmed to be true. Today, as a card holder, I want to go over the changes with you and give you my initial thought process around this and basically kind of tell you where I'm at with the card going forward. But before we get into that, if you enjoy this kind of content and have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It is free and it gets the channel visible to more people just like you who are watching right now. I thank you ahead of time. Now let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen with you all from with an article from Upgraded Points, so you can see what I see. And here we go. So yeah, US Bank, it looks like it's an edited article. So US Bank confirms major changes coming to the Altitude Reserve card, as we saw. I believe that Matt Clausen did a video about that yesterday, as well as I know Dugras. If you're a member of the Dugras channel, check out his short live he did last night about it, and he's given you his initial thoughts as well. But let's go over this article here in Upgraded Points, and I'm just going to go over this with you and give you my thought process here. So, uh, yeah, so evidently the changes are taking effect on December 15th. So we have some time yet, about 5 months yet. So a little bit of time here. One of the biggest things is the travel redemption changes are like the big topic regarding the changes to this card. We're going to go over this here. I myself have not received a letter from US Bank yet. I'm assuming I'm going to be getting one within days here. But just letting you know, I have not gotten official word yet from US Bank. But here we go. It says on the redemption side, starting December 15th, points will only be worth 1 cent each when redeemed toward travel. This is a big downgrade because customers of this card are used to a 1.5 cent per point value. Um, in doing so, this reduces the value by 33% for those who relied on travel redemptions. Now, I have only had the card for 9 months. I got the card, I applied for the card on the last day that it was available for application, and that was on Veterans Day of last year. I got approved for the card like 2 days later. So I've only had the card for 9 months. So I've not really done a lot of redeeming at all. I know again, like I know like Dugras has. I know that Josh Giebel, another content creator, has done many videos about this card and loves this card. So um, and many others in the community too. So I've just gotten I feel like I've just gotten my beak wet with this card. So yeah, so this is kind of a bummer. Um, in addition, though, to the changes, the card's $325 annual statement credit, which I think this is an amazing credit for eligible travel and dining purchases, will be restricted to purchases made through the U.S. Bank Travel Center. So basically, it's going from I could book with whomever and get a credit, which I have done uh, in this first year of holding the card. And also, I did have a few dining purchases credited as well, up to that 325 credit. So basically, the dining portion is going away, and the any travel purchases that are made with the card that you want to get a statement credit for are going to have to be made through the US Bank Travel Center. So basically, they're copying what a lot of other banks are doing, like Citibank, like Chase of over the last couple months or so. They're basically copying them and saying that if you want this credit, you have to book within our system. So US Bank is definitely firewalling off this credit to only be used within their system. So I think I think this sucks. I like booking direct. I've not looked at US Bank's Travel Center at all yet, to be 100% honest. So I don't know what that's like. But yeah, but being firewalled into only their ecosystem is really kind of crappy. Um, but we'll see how it works. And the dining purchases are just gone. That's just going away. It's just going to be travel in the travel center. Now, this here says there's an upside to this. So let's take a look at this. On the upside, US Bank is introducing a new travel portal earning structure with 10x points on hotel and rental car bookings and 5x points on flights when booked through the travel. So again, you are going to have to use the travel center if you want 10x and 5x. That's it. Just going to be the way it is. So you can earn a lot of points. You just have to book it through their portal. Which again, I don't like that. I am a big believer in freedom in many aspects of my life, but I'm a big believer in like freedom of choices to do what I want to do, and being again being firewalled off into only being able to do something within an ecosystem's portal is kind of crap in my opinion. It said cardholders will still continue to earn 3x points on mobile wallet purchases. So that's great. This is another superpower that many people talk about with this card. And I love this card for that fact. It really got me using mobile wallet a lot and really embracing it. And being able to get 3x is a big deal. But they have nerfed it. Now it's going to be only on the first $5,000 each billing cycle, then 1x after that. Now, I know people out there that max this out every month. I mean, they put a ton of spend on this card. This does not affect me at all. I could care less about this being nerfed. I mean, it's a nerf and it sucks, but it does not affect me at all because I would come nowhere near putting this amount of spend on this card every month. So for me, it wouldn't affect, but I know other people, this is a nerf, and any kind of nerf, regardless, it sucks. So yeah, this really is a big hit on this card, as the unlimited 3x mobile wallet earnings were a big thing. Like I said, with the card, across Apple Pay, Google Pay, and many other mobile wallets. So it kind of sucks. Now, I think this is interesting. This next point here. The biggest new feature is supposedly point transfers to airline and hotel programs. This would be a first for US Bank. And again, it states here, this would put them in line with competitors like Chase and Amex. Now, US Bank has not yet disclosed which travel partners will be available. Um, Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And here's a brief, very brief statement from US Bank that was communicated to Upgraded Points. The changes to reward and benefits will go into effect on December 15th, 2025. This programmatic update is something we do from time to time. Cardholders will continue to enjoy many existing benefits, including free Party Pass lounge visits, TSA Global Entry Credit, Visa Infinite benefits, and more that in points that never expire. So for this stuff here, I mean, this is I could care less because I have like 6 other cards that give me Party Pass visits, so this doesn't move the needle for me. Again, I've got other cards that do TSA Global Entry Credit, so this doesn't move the needle for me. Visa Infinite benefits, haven't really used them yet, but they could come into play. And points are never expired. And I like this. I like being able to let points sit until you need them, so that's a good thing. The partners is going to be interesting to see what they have. I'm going to imagine that they're going to get maybe the programs that are promiscuous and they play with everybody, like Aeroplan. I could see like Flying Blue being there. I would say Aeroplan or Flying Blue definitely. Maybe Avianca, possibly. Maybe a few more. But I could definitely see at least Aeroplan and Flying Blue for sure. We'll have to wait and see, but that would be interesting. Now it's interesting here because the card has been closed. Like I said, I got it on the last day it was available, which was Veterans Day of last year. Upgraded Points said they asked about whether or not there was going to be a relaunch, but no one has responded. So No idea. I would say that there's probably a relaunch coming, but yeah, we don't know yet. Um, Now, for right now, if you have altitude reserve points, you can still redeem them for travel at 1.5 cents per point until December 14th before this is changed. So you have basically 5 months to do it. And then they give their thoughts here. So, what are my thoughts on this? So, like I said, I got the card early November. I think for me, I'm going to actually keep the card and keep it for another year and see what happens. Maybe they make some other changes to the card going forward that make it better again. I don't know. I know people like Matt Clausen and whatnot. I know especially Matt's speculated that this change has been done because of the many abuses that were performed with the Smartly 4% on everything card. I tend to agree with that. I don't know the numbers, but I tend to agree with that's probably what's happening. Does anything change in the travel reward, the RTR increase again back to 1.5? Don't know. Who knows? They could set it and forget it, or they could change it over time. But I think for me, I'm going to hold on to the card another year. And here's the big reason why. My renewal will be in November. I'll probably ask them for a retention offer and see what happens. Um, but I have about a month after the renewal of the card to use the current in place $325 travel credit wherever I want to use it at, and also get credit for dining if I want to for about a month from when the card renews until the middle of December. So I'm going to take that month of opportunity and basically liquidate that credit, and then also um make sure I have any final points that are on the card, move those out, make sure I'm able to redeem everything for that 1.5% RTR before things change on me, a month later. But that's my plan. I plan on keeping it at least for another year. What are your all's thoughts on this? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. I'm really curious to hear what you all have to say about it. Also, too, again, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It is free and it gets the channel visible to more people just like you. And I thank you at a time. Also, too, I do have memberships available for the channel. It is $1.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Right now, I'm doing members only videos about once every other week or so. And I am going to start doing members only streams also very, very soon. The members only videos will stay members only. Those are topics that are a little bit spicier and that I really don't want out to the public YouTube. If you do join, let me know. I want to thank you for that. Also, too, I do have referral links for several cards down below as well. All of the MX cards, several Chase cards, the Built MasterCard. You can even buy me a coffee at Ko-Fi. It's a free tipping platform. If you do use a link of mine, please message me and tell me, because it truly means a lot that you pick me out of the plethora of other people out there to use a link from. I want to thank you personally. Now, if you would please be good today and be respectful to each other, okay? And until next time, bye for now.